Hi, what's up guys, it's Evan here, and today's I'll be going over my top 3 worst turning Rubik's Cubes. So, if I've made a best turning Rubik's Cube video pretty recently, so I suggest go checking that out if you haven't yet. So let's get right into this video. So out of my entire collection, I picked 3 puzzles that I think are not really that good at turning, and they just don't feel well to solve. And let's start with number 3. So I'd say for number 3 is this cheap pure mixer here. I don't know what brand it is, but like whenever I would just turn it, like you can see like all the pieces kind of go loose. Like it doesn't turn terribly, but the only reason it's like so low on this list, only because like the pieces all get loose and it's just harder to turn. Like see, like the pieces get all stuck together, and it's just something I'm not a fan of. So I would just say, see, like it kind of clogs in. I mean, I can speed solve this a little bit. I got some good times with it, but I suggest just not buying this kind of puzzle, only because like it's not that good, and I suggest just kind of buying some puzzles that I really think are nice to you guys. So, like, just try to just look at some puzzles that you think are turnable. Like when you're just turning one singular layer, it feels a little fast. It does feel, the pieces do feel really loose and tight, like in the inside, it just feels very tight. But like when I'm trying to do moves, like you can see it's like all jammed together, like over here when I'm trying to move this. This piece right here is just sticking out, and that's just something that's just a big problem for this puzzle. So I just think like just trying to like go move pieces fast, I just say it just gets stuck a lot of the time, so I really just don't think that it's not a terrible puzzle, but it's just something I probably wouldn't use ever, like, at a competition if I ever went to one. So that's number 3. Let's move on to number 2. So I'd pick for number 2 is my Pure Mix Duo right here, only because I picked it at such a low price. It was around $11 when I got. Most Pure Mix Duos are around like I'd say like $25, $30. So the only reason I just bought this was just to avoid that price. And the bad thing about this puzzle is that the pieces inside are just very, very tight. It's just hard to move. Like I'm literally moving as fast as I can. It just feels really, really slow, and it just does not feel smooth at all. The pieces are just so tight inside, like, it's hard to move. Like, I'll do a solve on this. Just see how much time that took. Like, and now I'm just finishing up. See, the pieces do get stuck a little bit more often than the Pyramix, and the Pyramix is not as tight. The pieces are just very, very loose. And it has a better grip, like, on holding the pieces, but it's just very, very tight. It's just really hard to move the pieces very quickly. So I just think that's why that's number 2. So now let's move on to number 1. So now number 1 is just this stickered cube with all like these parts of a card. Like here's the diamonds, there's the spades, there's the hearts. I actually just got this like a day ago actually. And the only reason it's so low on this list, you can already know. The turning isn't, like, look, it's getting stuck a lot more than these other two puzzles right here. It's like hard to do like any algorithm quickly on this. So I would have to put this really low on my list. I mean, this was probably around, I'd say, less than $5. This is a very cheap puzzle too. It kind of looks like a little super cube. This kind of looks like a little picture cube as well, which I might do a tutorial on this one. I mean, like, it just doesn't turn good at all. Like look at the pieces like inside. It's like hard plastic. That's what this cube is made of. It's just very hard plastic instead of like actual Rubik's tiles. Like if you're using a cube that's plastic, it's not gonna turn that well. It's gonna have a hard time turning. So, I mean, like, I just can't move, like, I can't move this other layer. Like, I'm literally pushing as hard as I can. It does weigh a bit. It also does weigh a bit, which also affects the turning of it. Like, I'm literally trying to turn this as best as I can, and it's getting stuck a lot more. Like, see? You can't corner cut with it either, which I really don't like. And I just noticed, like, the inner pieces, like, look, there's, like, a little something blocking that piece, something blocking that piece. And I just noticed something weird with this piece is, like, there's, like, a little opening in there. I don't know why that's there, and it just confuses me. So I would have to say this is probably my worst turning puzzle, only because, like, there's no, like, good features to it. It does look cool, like, on the pictures, but the stickers are just not that well made. They just don't stick that well, because I did have to tape a few stickers because they were nearly already coming off. So I'd say this cube was probably my worst one. So that is, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video on my top 3 worst turning Rubik's Cubes. And if you guys enjoyed this, let me know down in the comment section, and like and subscribe for some more content, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye guys.